Have the advantage, I tell you, Rick.
Well, the Wampus Cats 0-2 after dropping the heartbreaker to Ash 44-41. They lose last week. Another close, good ball game to Natchitoches Central 23-13. Meanwhile, Peabody has been shut out by Oakdale, and last week they scored 6 points in a 33-6 loss to Ville Platte. In that game last week, sophomore quarterback Fredericks, that's DeMorris Fredericks, had 4 interceptions, 2 of them returned for touchdowns. The Warhorses out of District 3 4A, Leesville out of District 4 4A. We'll take a break. Back with the starting lineups in the opening kickoff after this.
Sports fans.
In that loss to Ville Platte. Leesville counters with the outstanding sophomore Cecil Collins, and we hope that Cecil has a game tonight like he had against Alexandria Senior High, the season opener.
Yep. Hey, we're going to kick off here, and toss.
Peabody will be receiving the football tonight. The kick will come off the foot of kicker Thomas Isaac. Isaac has a 36-yard punting average. He's a dangerous field goal kicker. And in this game, who knows? His foot might come into big play and big prominence if the Cats fail to get it into the end zone. They've not had a problem getting it into the end zone in a couple of games. And, of course, Isaac hit 2 field goals last week.
If they ever get the defense and offense clicking together, they're going to be an awesome team.
All right, back deep to receive for Peabody. A trio of return men at the 18-yard line, taken by, looks like, Bobby Tolbert, number 42. Excuse me, that's Gerald Stanley. Stanley starting linebacker for Peabody, and they are tackled on the play.
Mike Stratton's the man who led it on there. Number 31 is also in there, James Collins.
1st and 10 for Peabody at their own 34-yard line. DeMorris Frederick, a sophomore at quarterback. Charles Eli, number 32, and Hayward James, number 33, are the running backs. The wideouts are Carl Wetz, he's the flanker, and junior Chris Williams on the top of the field. Fredericks hands off to the deep back, James. He's the outstanding senior tailback. He goes over the left end for just a few yards.
Steve Shepard made the tackle. He smelled that one out as it's coming around and made a great tackle.
Shepard, just a sophomore, getting a start again this evening in place of Willie McNutt on the defensive line. Also up front, Cliff King, Billy Bullock, Ben Eugene, and Virgil Ruffin. Look for number 77, Adrian East. Just got medical clearance to play. He'll spot play tonight. 2nd down and 7, and the penalty flags fly on the play. Peabody a little casual getting the play off. Maybe. Don't want to second guess them, but maybe.
I think looks like the Wampus Cats are going to get something here.
Last week, the statistical breakdown will show you that Leesville was not penalized defensively 1 yard last week. And the second play from scrimmage, they lose 5 on the offsides call, making it 2nd down and about 1.5 from the Peabody 42, just underway tonight on a beautiful evening for football. Handoff goes to the first man up. Look like number 32, the fullback, senior Charles Ely.
Ben Eugene's the man in on the tackle there, leading the charge.
Eugene, one of the leading tacklers for the Wampus Cats this year. Of course, Alton Harris and Joe Rosen, very active linebackers. And, John, we were told by the defensive coaches at Leesville earlier on Friday to look for maybe a different look, and we'll try to explore that for you here in just a moment. Peabody comes out in the eye. Wetz out wide to the right. Williams top of the field, quarterback keeper. Boy, and I tell you what, Fredericks was met with quite a struggle. 62, Cliff King, Billy Bullock, the nose guard in there.
Yep.
And they're going to get the first down, but barely by the nose of the football.
You know, the whole defensive line just sort of ducked under and charged.
The Wampus Cats will show us more of a 4-3 look tonight. Right now, hard to tell. I think they're in their base 5-2, but they will give us a 4-3 look on defense. And they're going to play the strong side of Peabody. Leesville almost jumps, and the referee says, yes, you did. Thought you had to make contact.
No, I think that's a new rule this time. He's offsides again. You can't break the plane.
There you go. But Leesville is going to play to the strong side of Peabody tonight. Of course, Peabody's strength all across the line, dominated by seniors up front. Ralph Jett, Kenny Overton, Tim Bell, Alfred Knies, and Ray Wilson, along with tight end Michael Nelson, all seniors up front for the Warhorses. After the penalty, first down 5 from midfield. Give to the second man through. James squirts through the hole and loose into the Leesville secondary at the 40 to the 30 to the 20-yard line and run out of bounds inside the 20 as Hayward James explodes up the middle and then goes left for a big gainer.
That was a beautiful run by James, and Anthony Ford was the last man that could stop him, and he did.
They're going to spot the ball at the 22-yard line. A 28-yard gain on the play. First down, Peabody. 10 minutes to play in the first. Knocking at the Leesville 20. First man through is Ely, bounces off a tackle, goes to the left, hurdles tacklers, and is brought down near the 10-yard line, very close to another Warhorse first down.
Well, that play, it looked like the play was busted at first. He ran into the line. The whole Wampus Cat line had backed Peabody up. He run into his own man, and he took off to the outside. And Ford again made the stop. Ford's one of the leading tacklers, and that's not a good sign.
Yeah, the run support for Leesville, they definitely play heavy on it, and they're asking their safeties to do a lot. Second down and very short. James stopped in the backfield. Nice defensive play by the Wampus Cats. Number 77, big Adrian East, getting some action here tonight. 6'2", about 260 pounds. Looked like was he on the nose on that play?
He's playing nose tackle, nose guard.
Willie McNutt is also in there. McNutt hobbled recently, sharing time with Shepard. Now East is lining up at the right defensive end position. Or the right defensive tackle, excuse me. Third down short, out of the eye. Peabody gives. No, Fredericks back to pass. Hums it into the end zone. Great catch for the score. And number 25, sophomore Shermaine Jones, getting a start tonight at left cornerback, makes a great leaping try at the interception, but as so often happens when you don't make the interception, the other guy makes the touchdown.
Well, the ball went right through his hands. He made a beautiful try for it, but it was just a little bit high for him.
Boy, did Fredericks hum that football, John. That was a pass that was only 10 yards away, and he hummed that ball in there.
Kid's got a good arm, doesn't he?
Just a sophomore, 6'1", 175, kind of gangly looking on the field. In to attempt the extra point is Gerald Stanley. Penalty flags go down as the Wampus Cats take out the kicker.
I think we're going to have a roughing the kicker call here.
And was that, excuse me, that's not Stanley. That's Charles Ely, the fullback, is the place kicker for the Warhorses. I didn't think that the kick was good, so they'll probably take the option and kick it again.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now Fredericks, the quarterback, back in the ball game.
They'll probably go for 2 now because it'll be half the distance to the goal line.
That's right. Exactly what they're doing, it looks like, John.
Their kicker didn't look too strong.
Not Pete Stoyanovich of the Dolphins, was he?
No.
What about LSU's kicker, the young LaFleur kid out of Lafayette? A walk-on, kicks a couple of big field goals, long field goals, and LSU breaks on the board with the win a couple weeks ago against Mississippi State.
Hey, that was a good victory, too. Should do a lot for the LSU program.
And now Peabody calls a timeout, so with the score, Peabody 6, Leesville nothing. Peabody attempting the extra point when we return on Vista Communications.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, and a rose by any other name is still a rose. But for the picture-perfect flower arrangement, call on Vernon Parish's oldest florist. Leesville Florist can send flowers across the street or around the world with FTD. Whatever emotion you wish to convey, let Leesville Florist creative designers say it for you with flowers. Know what you'd like to say, but not quite how you want to say it? Then stop by or call Leesville Florist, located in the Berrytown Shopping Center.
8:49 to go in the game. The Peabody Warhorses score on a 11, 12-yard pass from Damaris Fredericks to Carl Wetz. He's the wingback. And now, after missing the extra point via the foot, Fredericks brings the Warhorses to the line, and they immediately jump off sides and will be penalized. And what do you bet we see the kicker back on for another try?
Well, I don't know. The Wampus Cats are pointing at the Warhorses. No, it's against the Wampus Cats.
Okay.
Half the distance once again. You know, of course, half in it, they'll never get across that way.
That's right. That's right. So the Warhorses have to go just a couple of inches to score 2 points here. Let's see if the quarterback Fredericks tries to. He's thin enough. See if he tries to wedge his way through there. No, they're going to throw wide open in the end zone and bat it down. Look like Willie McNutt, number 41.
Got it at the line of scrimmage.
Got it at the line. So Peabody leads at 6-0, and we're back with more Leesville High Wampus Cat football on Vista Communications. Stay tuned.
Leesville Florist is a lot more than just flowers. They're beautiful live plants and gifts. Express your feelings with a creative design from your city, parish, and worldwide florist, Leesville Florist. Unique gift ideas abound at the Berrytown Shopping Center location of the oldest florist in the parish. Weddings are a snap with help from their talented staff. Tell someone how you feel with local delivery, or say, I love you around the world with Leesville Florist and FPD.
We're back with the kickoff of the Peabody Warhorses after they march down the field and score on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Fredericks to Wetz, and now back deep to receive the kickoff. Number 20, Mark Wilson. He's getting a start there in place of Andre Middlebrooks tonight. Number 33, Cedric Clemens. And number 32, Mr. Cecil Collins. Just a sophomore. A lot of sophomore speed on this return. See if we can have some excitement here to get some momentum back our way. Penalty flags are going down. I don't know. These guys are quick with the yellow hankies tonight.
Tell you.
Ticky stuff. Ticky.
Which one threw it? Must be offside.
No, the linesman or whoever he was, there's a flag there, but there's a flag down behind the Leesville return man.
Well, we got one across the way there would intimate it had offsides on the kick.
Oh, no, it's that Pavlovian response thing. They see one flag and they all throw them. Is that it?
Yep, they got him for offsides. Peabody offsides.
Peabody will march it back 5 yards, and let's see what kind of a foot that Charles Ely, number 32, gets into this one. 8:49 to play in the first quarter. Leesville down 6-0, and one of the things that I heard a couple of sage sports fans talking about early was that they didn't want Peabody to get up early in this ball game ahead of the Cats.
Yeah, that was one of the major factors, but we're going to come back right here.
Back deep to receive, Wilson, Clemens, Collins. The kick is terrible. Goes out of bounds inside the 35. And, boy, I think that Leesville would really love to see that ball kicked away and have one of those guys for the Cats return it.
Well, it looks like the offense is coming on the field, so they're going to take it at the 35.
Yep.
Well, I tell you, though, Rick, you know, the two kicks that he's made haven't been very far. I don't know. That's whether I'd take it on the 35 or not. You put him back 5 more yards and let him kick like that
and
again.
You may have it at the 50.
You might get it at the 50. You're right.
That's a good point, and I'm sure one that the coaching staff is considering right now. But, I mean, I don't know how many times
they're going to refuse it because the quarterback's going in now.
All right, starting for the Wampus Cats, the quarterback will be senior Corey Davis. Davis hitting about 64% of his passes. He's just really been a great inspirational leader for the Cats. He's got young talent in the backfield, Cedric Clemens and Cecil Collins. Clemens is sophomore halfback. Collins, the electrifying running back for the Cats. Lawrence Powell is the X-back, and Andre Middlebrook is the Y-back. Middlebrook in the slot to the right. Out of the eye on first down from the 40. Pitch back to Collins. Follows his blocks nicely. Puts a helmet into the defender. That was number 5, junior Brian Matoyer, that tried to bring Collins down, and Collins hit him with a helmet and knocked him backwards. Gain of 9 on the play.
It was hard to tell who tackled who at that time. That was some good hard running by the Collins kid.
And he followed his blocks nicely. We do have some changes on the offensive line. Up front, junior Elia Fatusi, number 73, taking the place of the injured, that's Mark. Yeah, that's Fatusi in there, taking the place of the injured Otis Hunt. Second down, very short for the Cats. Quick toss back to Collins. He's going to get some carries tonight. Cuts off his block, still on his feet. Breaks tackles across the 45 to the 43. Excellent second effort and good blocking up front from the left side of the line for the Cats.
I'll tell you, that's a good tackle by Bobby Williams, and that's some hard running. That young man is running hard tonight.
8 minutes to play in the first quarter of action. Leesville picks up a first down on their opening offensive series, and Davis will pick up the play from Landon Dowden. Dowden and Antonel Goza bringing the plays in, alternating at the tight end position. On first down, little misdirection play, little inside handoff. Middlebrook's got the corner to the 40, 35. First down, Leesville. Inside the 30-yard line, Andre Middlebrook looking like a guy that wasn't carried out of the game twice last week.
Robert Tolbert and Campbell finally caught up with him. But look, if you see how they're keying on Collins,
yes,
which way he goes, misdirection is the thing to do so far early in the game because they're following Collins all the way.
We saw Andre Middlebrook get carried out of the Natchitoches Central game not once but twice. The second time it certainly wasn't pretty. He showed like he hit the corner at full speed. When he got there, he was gone. Nice pickup on the play. Cats with the football from the 29-yard line of Peabody, trying to answer Peabody's opening score. Pitch back to Collins. Pressure. He breaks it. Breaks a tackle. Hurdles one man. Down inside the 20. Great run. Cecil Collins. Pickup of another Leesville first down.
Michael Collins is the man, or Michael Campbell, that is, the man that caught him there. It's a beautiful, another great play. See how he spins when he gets hit? He spins away from the tackler.
Boy, Terry Metcalf, Cleveland Browns, last Monday night football against San Francisco. He was a whirling dervish. Looked like a top out there as he picked up great yardage, enabling Cleveland to pull off the upset.
Well, I'll tell you, Collins has determination tonight. You can see that already.
Out of the eye, everybody in tight. Middlebrook just about 2 steps out to the right. First down from the 18-yard line. Deep pitch back to Collins. Just breaks 2 tackles in the backfield as they try to tackle him high, and he was having nothing to do with it. That's Lawrence Williams hit him in the backfield and couldn't bring him down.
Gerald Stanley is the man who made the tackle there.
Nice gain of a little better than 5 yards. Call it 5.5, making it second down and a long 4 or a short 5. You got your pick with us here this evening. 6:30 to play. Peabody leads it 6-0. Leesville marching down the field, relentless, mixing up the running plays. Going left, going right, going up the middle. Here's the deep toss back to Collins. Again, Peabody has pressure. They knock him down at about the 10-yard line. He'll be stopped short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short for the Cats.
Looks like this drive, except for one play, has been Collins left and then Collins right. Lawrence Williams, the man who made the tackle for him.
Is that what they call going dancing with who you brung?
That's exactly right. You go with who brung you to the dance.
Or something like that.
That's right.
That's it.
Good old Southern saying.
Oh, yeah, Southern Brooklyn. 3rd down, short for the Cats at the 10. Toss, Collins runs left. He's got the corner. Oh, he stood up a nice defensive play by number 20. That was Robert Tolbert, junior free safety, and he looked like he was going to get outfoxed. He stopped on a dime, got some leverage against Collins, and forced him back inside.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to make it to the corner.
Absolutely.
For a second, but the young man has plenty of speed. He cut him off at the pass.
So 4th down, short. This ball spotted at the 9-yard line, and the Cats, hey, you roll the dice, you take your chances. 4th down. Cats have got to pick up a solid yard. Anything less than a yard is not going to make it here on this play. Davis has the backs split. Collins, touchdown, Leesville.
Right up the middle.
Up the gut, baby. They blasted a hole right over the middle linebacker, Bill Everidge, and they just took him out. Matt Morrow, Denny Fetting, and Mark Mawai hammer their way up the middle. Collins goes 9 yards for the score. We're even, 6-all.
That offensive line really opened the hole that time.
Boy, I mean to tell you, looked like you and I could fit through it, huh?
Well,
maybe we could have fit through and walking arm in arm. We could have fit through that hole.
Give me 5 pounds less, we'd have made it.
Out of the hole to Middlebrooks, the normally very reliable Thomas Isaac. In to attempt the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Leesville leads it 7-6 with just under 5 minutes to go. The Cats respond to the challenge here tonight. And we're back with more on Vista Communications.
At Pines Chrysler Used Cars, you'll find nothing but the best. Clean, dependable, late model cars and trucks, some with factory warranties still available. You'll find vehicles checked out from top to bottom by Pines factory trained personnel. Pines is eager to work with you and make it happen. There's quick and easy financing available. And when you drive off the lot, don't think it ends there. Pines makes a commitment to you, and they stand tall behind the sale with service when you need it. Come in today and make your best deal on a clean late model car or truck. At Pines, they don't meet the competition, they make it.
The Leesville High Wampus Cats drive 60 yards in about 10 plays, maybe less than 10 plays. Actually, John, they get the 6 points from Cecil Collins as he goes up the middle for a 9-yard score. Isaac's extra point makes it 7-6 Leesville with 4:59 to play.
On that 60-yard drive, the only one that Collins didn't carry was the one that went for 12 yards with Middlebrook.
Isaac's kick taken by the man on the near side of the field at the 18-yard line and hammered by Shermaine Jones. Jones, beaten earlier on the touchdown pass, makes a great stop on number 82.
He stuck it to him.
That is Bobby Williams, a junior. Coach Alfred Rachel told me earlier Friday morning, John, that Bobby Williams and Robert Tolbert, number 82 and number 20, you never know where they're going to pop up. Tight end, running back, wide receiver. He said, look for them everywhere.
Well, he won't want to see 25 again anytime soon.
Shermaine Jones gets a big hit. Now Tyrone Sims back in that familiar left cornerback position for the Wampus Cats. Fredericks in the backfield has Eli and James. Eli the fullback. Williams out wide to the right. Second man through is James. Tries the left side.
Hey,
the
Michael Wilson stayed home.
I tell you what, he just really does play the run well. He and Anthony Ford.
Harris was up there with him, but Shemika Wilson's the man who made it because he turned the play back in. That's what his job is.
Big number 77, Adrian East, in on that play as well. Now he comes to the sidelines. His place taken by looks like Billy Bullock in the nose. Now the Cats aligned defensively here on 2nd and 8. Peabody ball from the 31. Fredericks looks to pass. Oh, over the head of the intended receiver. That's number 87, and I do not have 87. That's Reginald Jackson, sophomore split end.
Greg King was closer to the ball than anybody, and it was way over his head.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Peabody. Peabody splits its backs. They'll throw out of this formation. Wide receivers to both sides of the field. Big rush by the Cats. Fredericks unloads way over the head of the intended receiver.
McNutt and Ruffin put the pressure on him, and he had to get rid of it because they were coming quick.
So it'll be a 4th down punt situation, and Peabody's, let's see if their adventures in kicking continue on this phase of the game. We've seen them not kick the ball very well on the point after touchdown attempt. We've seen them not kick it very well on kickoffs, and this will be their first punt of the night. So do you think we might see him not kick it very well?
Well, he wasn't being too good at it during the practice.
Well, this is a new kicker, though. This is the punter. This is Gerald Stanley. We saw him hit a big punt warming up. We sure did. Back deep to receive for the Cats. Cecil Collins. Collins takes it at his 29, comes to the near side of the field. Good open field tackle by number 20, Brian Matoyer.
Robert Tolbert.
Excuse me. You're right, Robert Tolbert. Free safety, excellent open field tackle.
They do the fundamentals well, I'll tell you, especially on defense.
So Leesville will come back out on offense for the second time. The first time they drove 60 yards for the score. Had a new fellow back on the kick return teams for the Wampus Cats as a motion penalty called against Peabody has declined. On a spot number 23, Cedric Cole. He was joining Collins in the backfield on that return. He is a junior. So Leesville's football, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to play here this evening. Leesville leads Peabody by a score of 7-6. I formation. Wide receiver, top of the field, is Lawrence Powell. Option, no, fullback. Fullback carries off tackle. That's Cedric Clemens, who ran very, very hard last week and was very impressive for the season. Clemens doesn't have a lot of yardage, but the yardage that we saw him get, he certainly earned. Last week, he picked up the bulk of his 37 yards rushing on the year.
Man on the tackle there was Lawrence Williams, number 74. He's a big offensive tackle, or a big defensive tackle. They got some big boys on that front line.
On the right side, but look, they kind of when they drop down to number 16, Contrell Colbert, just a junior on the left, they get kind of small. Second down, Collins, quick pitch. Runs hard, but again, good penetration by Peabody. Number 42, Gerald Stanley, and number 20, Robert Tolbert, playing the run well. Peabody's made some adjustments after that opening drive.
Well, they're still keying on Collins. They see he's going to carry the ball, and that's what they're doing, keying on him. Whichever way he moves, the linebackers move that way.
Third down for the Cats, about 6 yards to go. Ball spotted at their own 44-yard line. Clock running under 2:40 to play. Leesville ahead 7-6.
Watch how fast that Tolbert comes back from his safety over here.
He's got some burn potential if you can isolate a wide receiver and give your quarterback time to throw. Cats, all kinds of motion. And Lawrence Powell, he says, I did it. I know I did it. Danny Fetting, a sophomore, is standing right next to him, says, yeah, you did it.
Just a little bit anxious, that's all.
Fetting fired off the ball the minute he saw Powell lurch forward. 5-yard procedure penalty against the Cats moves it back to the 39 once more. And we're back where we started again. Third down at about 10 now.
I tell you, I think we're going to see some passing start pretty quick because those safeties are coming up real quick on the ball. And they're following Collins wherever he goes.
Millbrook goes in the slot to the right. Powell out wide to the right. Out of the eye. Davis back to pass. John, you called it. He launches it, intended for Middlebrook. Over his head, defended there by number 82, strong safety Bobby Williams.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown.
So third down for the Cats, fourth down, and let's see what kind of distance Thomas Isaac gets on his first punt of the night, line of scrimmage, the 39-yard line. Leesville leads it 7-6. Guys, y'all better move back. Thomas Isaac can kick it deeper than that. They skip it to him. Isaac, a low kick. A line drive fielded at the 30 by Williams, who takes a big hit from Shamika Wilson, but does not go down and would not go down after the rest of the Cats hit him, as Shamika Wilson having fun tonight.
Yes, sir, and it's good to see McNutt in on them tackles, too. He's been hurt a couple of weeks. So
he got dinged up a little bit, forced the Cats coaching staff to kind of move him around and try to protect him a little bit, but Willie McNutt looks like he's ready to go tonight.
Well, you know, he's been one of the defensive leaders here, and they missed him last week.
And the penalty flag is against Peabody. Of course, on those runbacks of any kind, whether it's a punt or a deep kick, the penalty of the looming specter of a clip is always around, isn't it?
You bet. You bet.
We saw our share of those last week against Natchitoches ball players. Give Leesville long penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct. Give Leesville an excellent scoring opportunity.
I think they had 5 clippings last week, and that's exactly what we got again.
And that penalty will move the ball all the way back to the Peabody 23-yard line. And there, the Warhorses will take over. DeMorris Fredericks, just a sophomore, brings them up to the line. Fredericks, again, had 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns last week. He had 4 interceptions all in all. The coaching staff showing a lot of confidence in this young man, sending him into Leesville tonight, who has shown pretty good defense against the pass all year. First down, out of the eye. That's the deep back, James, and he is brought down in the backfield. Joey Rosen, hello.
That's Willie McNutt, the man who grabbed him.
No, 60 got him first. Watch the film on Monday night.
Watch it again on Monday night.
I say Rosen had him, and John likes McNutt, so we'll start a phone poll. Who do you think made that tackle?
That's right. Tell you,
it was a great tackle because it resulted in negative yardage, a loss of almost 2 on the play. Whoever got him, kudos to him. Peabody splits their backs. The Leesville coaching staff tells us that's a sure sign they're going to fling the football. Fredericks back to pass into the flat. Open is you got me. I thought I saw a 4 flash by me.
Well, King's a man who
that's
made the tackle.
That's number 14, Chris Williams. I had Williams listed as 12. And that is Chris Williams, number 14. Pickup of about 14 yards on the play makes it a first down for Peabody at the Leesville, at their own 38-yard line. Just over a minute left to play in the first period. Fredericks on the pitch, back to James. Good defensive play. That time it was Willie McNutt, but James makes a great reversal of his field.
And guess who was in on the tackle, made the tackle?
McNutt came all the way back to hit him again. Virgil Ruffin getting up off the bottom of that pile, and Alton Harris. Exactly. So your boy McNutt got to him early that time, John.
Sure did.
James having a hard time getting to the corner. Leesville's excellent speed on defense paying off dividends right now. Gain of a yard on that effort. He must have run 20 to make that one.
Well, the good thing about it is the Shepherd stayed home on the other side and waited for him.
Peabody now. Wide receivers to the left. Fredericks, short pass off the shoulder pads of number 80. That's flanker back Carl Wetz.
Shemichael Wilson was covering him. He was juggling it as he went out of bounds.
Leesville's got some talent on the defense, John. We saw that last week. They got burned early, and then they hammered down and shut Natchitoches Central out. They didn't have a penalty against them the entire game. They played excellent. Of course, they gave up a score late.
They sort of relaxed after that. It was down to they didn't have any timeouts left.
Third down and long. Peabody, same formation. Fredericks drops the football. There's a scramble. And let's see if number 7, sophomore Damaris Fredericks, fell on his own fumble. It'll be a punting situation if he did, and he must have because Peabody sends the punt team in. Back deep to receive. There goes 32, Cecil Collins, joining him in the backfield. 23, Cedric Cole. I'd like to see Cole handle the football. No. Just a single setback as Collins is the lone man on the field as Cole comes off. Stanley, number 42, just a sophomore, in to kick it away. Line of scrimmage, the 38-yard line. Cats coming. Big, high, booming kick. Collins calls for the fair catch. Tough play. He makes it coming forward at the 32. And that is the end of the first quarter of play with the score Leesville 7 and Peabody 6. We're back with more after these words on Vista Communications.
At Pines Chrysler Used Cars, you'll find nothing but the best. Clean, dependable, late-model cars and trucks, some with factory warranties still available. You'll find vehicles checked out from top to bottom by Pines factory-trained personnel. Pines is eager to work with you and make it happen. There's quick and easy financing available. And when you drive off the lot, don't think it ends there. Pines makes a commitment to you, and they stand tall behind the sale with service when you need it. Come in today and make your best deal on a clean, late-model car or truck. At Pines, they don't meet the competition, they make it.
Sports fans are in love with statistics, but many of us are below par when it comes to the numbers that count. Finances, taxes, business expenses, and ledgers. CPA Mike Elliott and his staff offer a wide range of personal and business financial services, from tax planning and preparation to accounting and auditing. Using state-of-the-art computer technology and applying the latest guidelines, Mike Elliott and his staff assist you with personal or business financial needs. Don't be frustrated by numbers that don't add up.
First down, Leesville from their own 32-yard line. Peabody Band whipping up the crowd with some fine rhythm and blues music. You'll probably hear some of them at halftime. First down, Leesville. Davis rolls back to pass. Pressure. Scoots loose on his feet. Still on his feet, Corey Davis. And I'll tell you what, young man, go down now.
He just ran out of room finally.
While you still have your head. Boy, coming hard on that play was the defensive tackle Lawrence Williams, and he reached his arms out to bear hug him, and Davis slipped underneath him. Lucky thing.
Four different men had a shot at him finally. The left side linebacker got him on the right side of the field.
How I got winded at quarterback, scrambling for my life.
And you notice they're starting to try to throw the ball. He's trying to throw it then because of those backs coming up too quick on Collins.
Loss of a half a yard on the play, make it second down 11. First man through is the fullback, Cedric Clemens. Clemens runs hard for a couple. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and then maybe one.
Big Ralph Jett was standing there waiting on him when he hit the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Leesville. 10:55 to go in the first half. Glad you're with us tonight here on Vista Communications. We're with you every week, home and away. And next week we'll be taking on Booker T. Washington. And we'll tell you more about that game a little bit later on during this one. Cats opening the season 4 straight games at home that sure like to go on the road 2-2. Davis sends both wideouts to the right. Drops back on 3rd. Busted play. Davis now on the loose. And penalty flags are going down.
He got him around the head, around the face mask there.
Maybe a little zealous there. Again, the bear hug applied by Lawrence Williams, and I didn't catch the number. Could have been the end. Contrell Colbert that's going to get charged with the face mask, and that is the call. Face mask.
He got him around the head.
The play looked busted, didn't it? Davis.
Well, it looked like he wanted to throw a pass, but he couldn't find a receiver.
And, I thought maybe it might have been a little shovel pass.
Mm-hmm.
He looked over his shoulder at Collins as if to say, "Hey, what's up?" I don't know. Only the coaches know, and they'll laugh at us for not knowing next week. Watch.
Well, yeah, you know how that is. People know always pick on us that don't.
Of course, I was guilty of something like that earlier today in the press box.
First down, though.
And the Cats will take it. Ball just shy of midfield. 10:15 to play in the ball game. Cats staggered the backfield. Collins is the D-back. Davis on first down. Quick pass to Powell. He hit that pass a bunch last week. Good for a short gain. Powell defended by Mike Campbell. Campbell's got good size for a defensive back, about 6'1", 165, 170. Just a junior. Powell making some big catches last week from that X-back spot. As a matter of fact, whip out the handy-dandy statistical chart provided by Mr. Robert McClintock and tell you that so far I can't find it. So far, Powell has caught 11 passes on the year. 2nd down and short. Cats put Middlebrook in motion behind Davis. Up the field he goes. Cedric Clemens up the middle. Great fullback blast. And Clemens down inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Cedric Clemens, big pickup, almost 20 yards on that play, John.
Dexter Hall was the last man to get him, and he got him.
A nice piece of play calling. The Cats put Middlebrook in motion, drag that linebacker or that cornerback to the other side of the field, and then run the fullback right where he was. First down, Leesville. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line of Peabody. Cats ahead, 7-6, looking to extend that lead. Powell out wide to the right. Middlebrook in the slot right. Quick pitch. Collins runs right, cuts off the block of Maui, and pokes his nose down to about the 21-yard line.
Eldridge, the man on the tackle, along with Colbert.
Pickup of about 3 yards on that play. Make it 2nd down, 7 for the Cats. Ball is actually spotted at the Peabody 22. Doughton brings the play in. Goza, who was in on that run, comes out. That's the way the Cats shuttle in those plays. The tight end is the messenger. Same formation. Wide receivers out to the right. Middlebrook in the slot. Inside handoff to Middlebrook, and I'll tell you what, great play by free safety Robert Tolbert. He said, no, you burned me on that last fullback little draw. Not this time.
Sure tackle. Beautiful tackle.
We've seen some good tackles out of the defenders for Peabody in the open field tonight.
They have great technique. Great technique.
7:55, clock runs. Big play for the Cats now. They'd like to get it a little closer to this before they entrust it to the toe of Thomas Isaac, although this is within Isaac's reach. 3rd and 7 from the Peabody 22. Powell, Middlebrook out to the right. Davis rolls that way. Shovel pass. I called it. Here we go. Cecil Collins down inside the 15. He'll be short of the first down or very near it. That's what they were trying to do earlier, John.
Right. 82. Bobby Williams did a good job of tackling him. But, yeah, that was a great play right there.
They lined up in that formation, and somebody is down for Leesville. Let's check the cat. Is that Corey Davis, the quarterback?
Well, It's down in the vicinity of where Collins went down.
No, that's 32. That's Cecil Collins. He is down. And we'll take a timeout and come right back with more Leesville High Wampus Cat football on Vista Communications.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, and a rose by any other name is still a rose. But for the picture-perfect flower arrangement, call on Vernon Parish's oldest florist. Leesville Florist can send flowers across the street or around the world with FTD. Whatever emotion you wish to convey, let Leesville Florist creative designers say it for you with flowers. Know what you'd like to say, but not quite how you want to say it? Then stop by or call Leesville Florist, located in the Berrytown Shopping Center.
7:30 to go, and Leesville fans have just seen one of the sites that they would like to, one of their top 10 lists of sites we would not like to see. Sophomore running back Cecil Collins brought off the field, not putting very much weight on his leg, injured on that last play. His effort, though, is going to bring up
fourth and
very, very short, as junior Mark Wilson, 5'5", 155-pound running back, wears number 20. He checks in.
Looks to be about a foot to go.
Well, they are certainly from the 15 within the field goal range of Thomas Isaac, but hey, let's get some points here, guys.
They're going to go for it.
If you're going to lose your top breakaway threat on the evening, you better go for all the points you can while you have an opportunity. Willie McNutt in the backfield as an extra blocking back on this fourth and very short play. McNutt lined up to the right of Clemens. The deep back is Wilson. Wilson, the replacement for Cecil Collins. Now the referees are all ready to go. They take their places. Lights, camera, action. Big fourth down play. 7:25 to go in the half. Leesville leads at 7-6. Davis, first down. Leesville. Corey Davis. All that stuff in the backfield, just a clever disguise.
Put a full house backfield in and do a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
But of course that makes the lineman give way. He's going to follow those backs. Very good play.
Davis picks up the first down. Again, Cats have had some good plays called at just the right time from the booth tonight. Line of scrimmage is the 14-yard line of Peabody now with 7:10 to play in the half. Cats knocking on the door. Wilson, let's see if he gets his first carry on first down. Cats move. I saw an offensive lineman lurch forward.
Yep, left guard.
He was he got back into his stance real quick too. I think if you get back into your stance and stay totally still after you've jumped off, I don't think they ought to throw the flag.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He was just quick enough. If the ref had just blinked, he'd have missed him.
All he did was rock forward. If he rocked right back into his heels and got himself set, I don't think he should call a penalty. But that's just one of my own little peculiar things I like to see.
We'll bring that up to him at halftime.
All right. Cats after the 5-yard penalty. Now facing 1st and 15. Straight eye, Middlebrook in motion to the top of the field. Davis runs the quarterback option and stumbled as he made the as he faked the handoff into the belly of Clemens.
Dexter Hall smelled that one out and made a good tackle.
Dexter Hall, just a sophomore. Sophomore linebackers, 2 sophomores on the outside and a freshman in the middle for Peabody.
That's amazing. The kid's doing great, too. The freshman is.
Clock runs, approaching 6 minutes in the half. Leesville facing 2nd down, 13 after that short 2-yard gain. Middlebrook in motion behind the quarterback up to the top of the field. Quick pitch. Oh, no, that was a little razzle-dazzle. It didn't fool anybody.
Nope.
As Andre Middlebrook ended up with the ball and then ended up with a helmet in his face.
He had a number 5. That's Matoyer. He was hanging on for dear life until he had some help.
Does Andre Middlebrook feel like the human punching bag?
I'm telling you.
For the last 2 weeks, we've seen him get tagged with some big shots.
Matoyer got him a good one then. Not Matoyer. Matoyer was setting him up for somebody else, holding on to his shirt.
Matoyer made a great play.
Yeah.
He stayed at home and did not take all that motion in the backfield. So, third down and about 15. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line of Peabody. Leesville's offense, after Collins went out, has been sluggish and confused. Pass over the middle intended for Lawrence Powell. I do that every week to that kid. I apologize to him one day.
Right through his hands.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis put it on a rope. Maybe just let him a tad too much, but
it hit him right in the hands.
You had to have the pass right there. Good defense on that play by Peabody. Defender draped all over him. Now we'll get to see the vaunted leg of Thomas Isaac. Isaac will hit this from about the 26-yard line out of the hold of Middlebrook. This will be a 36-yard field goal. He'll be hitting it from the hash mark to the left. From 36 yards out, let's see if Isaac can give the Cats a 10-6 lead. Good snap. Kick is up. No, a little bit wide to the right. He just didn't get a lot of leg into that one, John. Leesville has the lead, 7-6, and we're back with more Wampus Cat football after these words on Vista Communications.
Leesville Florist is a lot more than just flowers. They're beautiful live plants and gifts. Express your feelings with a creative design from your city, parish, and worldwide florist, Leesville Florist. Unique gift ideas abound at the Berrytown Shopping Center location of the oldest florist in the parish. Weddings are a snap with help from their talented staff. Tell someone how you feel with local delivery, or say, I love you around the world with Leesville Florist and FTD.
Line of scrimmage for Peabody, the 20-yard line, as they take over with just under 5 minutes to play in the half, trailing by a point, giving it to the first man through. That's the fullback, Charles Ely. And Ely is hit on pretty good by the middle of that Leesville defense.
Billy Bullock and Ruffin and King submarine under to stop the play.
Ben Eugene, Virgil Ruffin on the left, Bullock in the nose, King, McNutt, Shepard, East also in there as well for the Cats, shoring up the left side of that line.
Boy, that East is a load, isn't he?
Second down for Leesville. Cats jump offside again. A little anxious to put pressure on the Peabody offense. So the Cats will give up 5 yards via the penalty. And the Cat defense, they're pumped tonight, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're ready to go. They're ready. They're playing good defense, too. They've got a good defensive line. They've got good linebackers. It's an all-around, well-balanced defensive team.
Excellent tacklers in the secondary. They've also not had many passes thrown on them this year.
Yep.
7-6, Leesville leads it against Peabody. The Warhorses now facing second down and 4. James, the tailback, runs left.
Michael Wilson, man on the tackle.
Up to the 33. It'll be a first down for Peabody as the clock is now under 4 minutes. And the Peabody band is sure going to bring the crowd to its feet tonight. And the Leesville band will get their share of applause here at halftime. You'll hear a little of that here on Vista Communications. Stay tuned. First down, Peabody from their 34-yard line. Wetz, the flanker, back out to the near side of the field. Williams to the top of the field. Backs are split, looking to throw when those backs are split. This time, they give it to the running back, James, across the 50 into Leesville territory, ridden out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Hayward James, over 120 yards last week, over 1,100 yards last year, featured back this year in the Peabody offense.
I'll tell you can see why Ford is the number 2 tackler. You see him chase that man down? Ford is a sure tackler once he catches up with a man, too.
Long gainer gives the Warhorses the football at the Leesville 44-yard line, 1st and 10. That's what the Cat defense doesn't want to do, is give up a score before half after leading for almost all of this half. Peabody scored first on a 12-yard pass. Leesville answered on with a 60-yard drive, capped by Cecil Collins going in from 9 yards. First down, running back again is number 32, Charles Ely. And at the bottom of that pile, look for number 62, Cliff King, and Joe Rosen, the linebacker, as they sandwich in on that play. 3-yard gain. Cats, as you said, John, playing super defense, just giving up the yards grudgingly tonight. that play a moment ago by James, the first big gainer for Peabody this half.
That's the first one they've had. It was a long run.
2nd down, 7. Clock now under 3 minutes in the half. Wetz out to the near side of the field. Backs are split. Fake. Frederick is in trouble. He goes down. Ball is loose.
No, they're going to say it's down. The referee says it's down.
And penalty flag on this side of the field.
I think we're going to have a unsportsmanlike conduct call.
Maybe against the coaching staff. Let's try to sort that out for you. It all happened so quick. It looked like
King got through there and hit he's the man that hit him, number 62. And he's also the man who picked up the fumble. But the flag went in the air.
Boy, the Cats were all over that guy. I mean, everybody was hanging around by the quarterback. And, boy,
well, they say the ball was down.
Yeah.
The ground caused the fumble.
And the penalty against Leesville and draws the wrath of the Wampus Cat faithful here tonight. That would have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, but I think you can get an unsportsmanlike conduct call here, too.
And it'll be a first down for Peabody, probably. They actually spot the ball on the defensive, on the quarterback sack all the way to the 49-yard line of Peabody.
5 yards. It looks like they delayed the game by running the fumble after the whistle blew.
And the Leesville coaching staff looking to get a timeout, and they finally do. With 2:43 to go, let's everybody catch our breath, and we're back with more on Vista Communications. Stay tuned.
At Pines Chrysler Plymouth Dodge in Leesville, we're changing everything. Come see America's best-selling line of cars and trucks. Check out the amazing Dodge Intrepid. Car and Driver magazine calls it the next American hero. Plymouth Sundance comes with a $1,000 factory rebate, and it's yours with no money down and $187 a month, plus tax, title, and license. The roomy Acclaim also comes with $1,000 back from Plymouth. Dodge Dakotas and tough Ram trucks work hard and offer you more for your money. At Pines Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, we don't meet the competition, we make it.
Well, we finally sorted all that out, ladies and gentlemen. It was a bit confusing, and the Leesville fans didn't like it much, but really not a bad call. The quarterback ruled the quarterback was ruled down by contact, and the fumble was not awarded to the Cats. So Peabody still facing 3rd down and about 12 from the Leesville 46-yard line. Fredericks back to pass, slips, pumps, fires. The ball is skipped into the arms of Bobby Williams as Fredericks had trouble with his footing, John.
Yep, there's good coverage there by Greg King, though. He wouldn't have made the first down because he had the man wrapped up.
Absolutely. So it'll bring up a punting situation, and Cedric Cole back deep to receive. No Cecil Collins. And I don't see him on the sidelines either, John.
No.
Gerald Stanley in to kick it away. Line of scrimmage, the Leesville 46, 2.5 minutes to play. Leesville coming hard. They almost get it, and a short kick takes a great bounce for the Warhorses inside the Leesville 13, 14-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats, down to the 2.5-minute offense here. So Mark Wilson coming out onto the field for the Cats. Cecil Collins remains on the sidelines.
You know, this has been a well-played first half. There's hardly no penalties.
Pretty quick first half.
It's gone quickly. And some good tackling, sure tackling.
See what the Wampus Cats do to open it up on offense here a little bit. I wouldn't think they'd throw the ball much down the field, but maybe one of those reverses to that X back or Y back or Y ask Y back.
Yes.
Millbrook in the slot to the right. Powell up to the far right. Quick pack. Toss to Wilson. Wilson runs hard. Follows his blockers up across the 15 to about the 18-yard line.
And number 42, the tackle, Gerald Stanley.
Just a sophomore. Again, kind of amazed that a school the size of Peabody would have 2 sophomores and a freshman at the 3 linebacking positions. Antonel Goza brings the play in from the sidelines. Clock running now with just under 2 minutes to go. Leesville facing 2nd down and 5 from the 18-yard line. Powell goes to the top of the field. 31, James Collins in the game, and he gets the carry. Collins busting tackles. This is a different Collins, and he's got 1st down yardage. before it takes 5 Peabody Warhorses to bring down senior running back James Collins.
That was, I tell you, that was a good run on Collins' part.
Collins is a load. Look at his upper body. He's got some good upper body size.
And Colbert's a mismatch for that young man.
I mean,
16.
Isn't Peabody's line? I mean, you go from right to left, and they go progressively smaller to the left. So
looks like a military formation.
You would think Leesville should run to the right and find some success there. On first down from the 33, Davis, short pass to Powell, makes the catch, driven out of bounds at about the 36. Gain of about 5-6 yards.
That was Campbell there, along with the freshman linebacker, Eldridge, number 11.
Clock runs under 1:20 to go. Leesville leads at 7-6. Glad you're with us tonight on a beautiful Friday night for football at Leesville High's Wampus Cat Stadium. Next week, the Booker T. Washington Lions from Shreveport come to town, and there will be somebody here from Shreveport next week playing for Booker T. that Leesville fans will remember from Pickering next year. We'll tell you about that later. Second down short. Little flare behind the line of scrimmage to Middlebrook. Middlebrook follows his blockers to the 45 to the 50-yard line. Andre Middlebrook down the sidelines.
All right.
And penalty
42.
flags go down as there may be a penalty against Peabody for pushing him out of bounds.
42 is the man that did it. That was Gerald Stanley. We got a Peabody Warhorse down on the field here.
So Leesville faked the toss to the right and threw back to the left behind the line of scrimmage to Andre Middlebrook. Middlebrook, the line of scrimmage was the 36. That's 14. That's 24. That's a 24-yard gain. And then a 15-yard penalty on top of it. And the Cats are in business at the Peabody 26-yard line.
At 24 yards, that's about his average, isn't it? He's averaging about 19 or 21 yards a game.
Middlebrook's got about a... Let me check that now before I completely blow it again.
I think it's somewhere in the 20-yard category.
21.2 yards per catch on 5 catches this year. His longest catch was 40 yards. You're right, John. He's right on his average with that catch.
You bet. Young man really got some good poise out there.
Lawrence Powell has 11 receptions for 92 yards. So the Cats 1-2 punch of Middlebrooks and Powell, very effective. A total of 16 passes between the two for nearly 200 yards.
The man hurt for him on the play was Bobby Williams, and they can't afford to lose this young man for long.
No, Williams has been in as a wide receiver. He's been in as a strong safety. He is a handyman for the Peabody Warhorses. First down Leesville after the 24-yard catch and run, and the 15-yard penalty has moved the ball down to the Peabody 26-yard line, and the clock is wound with 1:10 to play in the first half. Maybe Thomas Isaac will get another shot at a field goal attempt. James Collins in at fullback. Mark Wilson, the deep back. Middlebrook comes to the near side of the field on first down. Penalty flags go down as the little hook and ladder play doesn't amount to much. Is nice defense by Mike Campbell, the junior. We talked about him earlier being a solid tackler, and he did a solid job on Middlebrook. And Middlebrook is down again. When Campbell hit him, he flipped him up into the air pretty good, and I think he got the wind knocked out of him a touch there. But the penalty flags look to be against the Cats for some kind of a motion penalty. As the Wampus Cat offensive team dropping like flies in the first half. Cecil Collins went out at the 8-minute mark. And now Middlebrook is flat on his back. But, hey, I think Middlebrook, I just think he's taking a blow. He does that to us every game. Gets knocked around and comes back like the old watch, just keeps it ticking.
I'll tell you, I'm looking on the sidelines for Collins. I don't see him anywhere. They may have taken him in.
May have, yeah.
To take a look at him, see what's wrong with him.
We'll see if we'll be looking very closely for number 32 at the start of the half. Right now, we'll take a timeout with the man down on the field. Back after these words on Vista Communications.
At Pines Chrysler Used Cars, you'll find nothing but the best. Clean, dependable, late-model cars and trucks, some with factory warranties still available. You'll find vehicles checked out from top to bottom by Pines factory-trained personnel. Pines is eager to work with you and make it happen. There's quick and easy financing available. And when you drive off the lot, don't think it ends there. Pines makes a commitment to you, and they stand tall behind the sale with service when you need it. Come in today and make your best deal on a clean late model car or truck. At Pines, they don't meet the competition, they make it.
So Leesville faced with a first down again, and into the game now for the Cats. Number 33, Anthony Ford, taking the place of Andre Middlebrook. 1st and 15. Davis back to pass, in trouble, scrambles, throws short, and the man open in the end zone, wide open, was number 33, Anthony Ford. As be honest with you, Davis didn't have a lot of time to throw that football. He had big heat coming on him in the form of Lawrence Williams and Ralph Jett. But you're right. You jumped up out of your chair like you'd seen a ghost, buddy.
Ford was wide open down there waiting for the ball, but he didn't have time to do it.
You reacted like a coach. Oh, no, there's a guy all open in the end zone.
I was counting the 7.
Leesville, 2nd down from the Peabody 31. Davis, deep drop. A little more time. He rolls to the right. Now he's going to tuck it and go to the 30, to the 25, the 20. Middlebrook, penalty flags go down, as we may have a clip. The Leesville coaching staff is saying that
well, Stanley's the man that hit him and hit him real hard as he was going.
They picked up the flag. The Leesville coaching staff said, "Hey, he played it was a matador block. He let the guy come right by him." So the nice play stands from Corey Davis. From the 31 all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's an almost 15-yard gain in that play. Very close to first down yardage.
That was a beautiful play. He got hit real hard as he went out of bounds, too.
So it'll be 3rd and short for the Cats with under a minute to play. Exciting first half of football. Leesville leads at 7-6, trying to add to that lead before halftime. Here comes Leesville on 3rd down and very short from the Peabody 16-yard line. Out of the eye, Davis gives to Cedric Clemens, and the big fullback, sophomore fullback, busts up the middle for an apparent Leesville first down.
The freshman linebacker had him around the ankles there, Bill Eldridge, and he finally got some help from number 75, Ralph Jett, and then John Sewell.
Leesville picks up the first down very near the 10-yard line, and they promptly call a timeout with 37 seconds left to play. Leesville's got a first down from the Peabody 11-yard line with 37 seconds left to play in the ball game. Davis, great defensive play.
Oh.
Number 76, John Sewell. Hello, Corey Davis. Golly
He initiated
Moses.
him real good. Looked like he wasn't even touched when he come through there.
John Sewell, a big junior defensive end, takes Corey Davis and nails him for about a 12-yard loss, and that was a big play for the Peabody defense. Next week, John, Booker T. Washington's Lions come to town. They feature the first cousin backfield of Willie and Kendrick Law. Willie Law was a running back for the Pickering Red Devils last year, was a very explosive, exciting young running back. He moved back to be closer to his extended family in Shreveport, and he'll be coming here to Wampus Cat Stadium, and he will not be a stranger. Because for a couple of years, Pickering played in the Pickering does play the Wampus Cats in the Jamboree, so Willie Law has been on this field before.
It'll be an interesting game. You know, that's the first time we've ever played that team, I think.
I can't ever remember in the years that I've been around,
Nope.
but the opportunity came open on the schedule. You look at what Leesville is doing. They've played a good 5A team from Natchitoches. They played a tough Quad A team from Ash. They're playing another tough Quad A team, Peabody, from the Alexandria area. They're playing a team from the Shreveport area. And then they begin their district, Washington, Marion, DeRidder, Crowley. Good representative schedule of all. They're not afraid to take anybody on.
They should be ready come district time.
2nd down, long way to go for the Cats. Line of scrimmage now about the 23-yard line. Davis back to pass. He's got time, steps up, launches it deep. Great leaping effort in the far corner of the end zone. I believe that was Number 4, Andre Middlebrook.
We have a flag on there against Leesville. Let's see what it is. An eligible receiver downfield where he patted his head. It's either that or the ref has a headache. I don't know. But it's a legal receiver downfield, I think.
So Andre Middlebrooks did not stay out of the game long for the Wampus Cats, as is his wont to do. So Leesville, I believe that's also a loss of down.
Loss and down.
No. Line of scrimmage now, the Leesville.
Well, they put it back on second down, but I think it's. I think it should stay third, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. We got some mass confusion as Thomas Isaac is going to set his tee down at the 36-yard line. This would be a 46-yarder from the right hash mark. He did hit one about this length last year. Let's see if the Cats don't try something tricky or they just let him kick it. There's the snap. The kick is up, and that looks mighty good.
Nope.
Oh, mercy.
It must have been a little short.
The flag. Roughing the kicker, running into the kicker. I didn't see it. I was watching the flight of the football.
So he'll get another chance at it here.
Or that will be a first down.
Well, the time is the main thing now, though.
Don't know how many. We've lost track of the timeouts. Don't know how many of the Cats have got left. We know they've taken at least 2.
They've taken 2, I think. 12 seconds left, eh? I'm sure. No.
And co-captain Mark Moai, senior guard, signals first down. So Isaac will get another chance from this time the line of scrimmage, the 14-yard line. I like his chances a little better here, don't you?
If he can kick it as far as he did last time, it'll be a cinch.
So he'll hit this. This will be actually from the 26, the 22 rather, 21, make it a 31-yarder. So instead of a 46, it's a 31-yarder with 12 seconds on the clock. Middlebrook is the holder. Matt Morrow, the junior snapper. Is it anything like a red snapper?
Yeah.
A junior snapper. Let's see if the exchange is good and the kick is good. It's a high snap, and boy, I tell you what, Middlebrook did a heck of a job to get that football down, John.
Great.
He was on his haunches when he got the football down, and actually had the presence of mind to not jump up and try to run, but to put the ball down and give his kicker a chance.
That was a great play by Middlebrook.
And a good kick from Thomas Isaac. Lest we forget, it results in 3 points for the Cats, and they lead it 10-6. We got 8 seconds left to go. Okay, Wampus Cats lead 10-6. 8 seconds left in the half, and the new kicker for Leesville is
Chris Catron.
Chris Catron. Kind of half kicks it, takes a wicked bounce through the arms of the intended receiver back there. And the Wampus Cats set that kick returner back on his heels.
They were mighty stirred up there. I can't get the number of the one who made the tackle.
And
22. That's Greg Roan looks like the man that made the tackle.
So Peabody will have time for one play on offense, and what turned out to be a pretty fast-moving first half has deteriorated into a turtle race here. We can't get the clock to get out of this first half.
Hey, I've seen some big bands, but look at that one down that end zone there.
Peabody has got that Wampus Cat North end zone pretty full right now. Now the Cats drive back into their umbrella defense and spread the field, and they're going to let Fredericks just launch it. He throws it short. Williams on his feet, penalty flags down.
Got another flag.
I can't believe you had to throw a flag. The end of the half, the first half's taken forever. The play was going nowhere, and you had to throw a flag.
Ford is in on the play again. He's the man that made the tackle. Yeah, it can't end on a...
No, they got it.
Peabody's trying to rush the half.
Hey, band, back it off. Back it off.
Young man prancing there, don't want to quit prancing and get off the field.
I'd prance if I had 2 pretty girls on it, one on each side of me. And the Peabody band director, dressed in his uniform on the near side, kind of goes, okay, we got caught that time. They're going to take the field and make a statement, and that's what they should do.
Well, look at here. 15 yards against the Cats.
Okay. Look, can we have a call here? No, I guess we don't. I guess we don't get a call. We just have to accept that one, huh?
Well, he hasn't made it yet.
There is no time on the clock. It's halftime. Somebody tell the referees there's food in the press box. Fredericks back to pass. Deep drop. He fires it home, baby. Intercepted by Anthony Ford. And he goes down. Boy, he wanted to run back bad, and he just ran smack dab into Hayward James. So the first half ends on a high note for Leesville as they lead it 10-6, and we're back with halftime after these words from our sponsors on Vista Communications.
Sports fans are in love with statistics, but many of us are below par when it comes to the numbers that count. Finances, taxes, business expenses, and ledgers. CPA Mike Elliott and his staff offer a wide range of personal and business financial services, from tax planning and preparation to accounting and auditing. Using state-of-the-art computer technology and applying the latest guidelines, Mike Elliott and his staff assist you with personal or business financial needs. Don't be frustrated by numbers that don't add up. Morris Insurance Agency has served the needs of Leesville, Fort Polk, and Vernon Parish since 1941. We've been there through the good and bad times and grown with the economy through those many years. As independent agents, we work for you and offer a complete range of business and personal insurance coverage, including life and major medical to protect you from the unexpected, as well as annuities to help you save along the way. We provide you access to many different companies under one roof and shop our markets to find the best product for your insurance needs. Our staff is dedicated to serving you. We're committed to personal service and convenience to you in delivering the insurance you need in a professional manner. All of our customer service representatives are licensed by the Commissioner of Insurance. Don't settle for less than the best. See Morris Insurance Agency Incorporated for all your insurance needs. Remember, your independent insurance agency serves you best. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and a rose by any other name is still a rose. But for the picture-perfect flower arrangement, call on Vernon Parish's oldest florist. Leesville Florist can send flowers across the street or around the world with FTD. Whatever emotion you wish to convey, let Leesville Florist creative designers say it for you with flowers. Know what you'd like to say, but not quite how you want to say it? Then stop by or call Leesville Florist, located in the Berrytown Shopping Center.
We're back at halftime. Leesville leads Peabody by a score of 10-6. Peabody opened the scoring with a 12-yard touchdown pass from DeMaurice Fredericks to Chris Wetz. They led 6-0 as the pass for 2 fell incomplete. The Wampus Cats answered on their first offensive series with a 60-yard drive. Cecil Collins went over from 9 yards out, and the extra point attempt was good for a 7-6 lead. The Cats nursed that lead for a while, then actually marched back down the field before missing a 36-yard field goal attempt. The Cats and the Warhorses played slug-face football for a while, for the Cats drove late in the first half with 12 seconds left. Thomas Isaac lined up for a 46-yard field goal attempt that was no good, but a penalty on the play gave the Cats a second opportunity, 15 yards closer, and from 31 yards out, Isaac was true out of a super hold from Andre Middlebrooks to give the Cats the 10-6 lead. Here at halftime, some statistics provided by the Leesville High stat crew. Leesville has 9 first downs. Peabody has 6. The Cats actually have 122 yards rushing. Peabody 74. Leesville has hit 50% of, has hit 4 of 7 passes for 37 yards passing, 159 yards total offense. Peabody has 99 yards total offense, 25 of those coming through the air, as Fredericks has hit 2 out of 7. He's been sacked 1 time. He's also had a pass intercepted. That was the last play of the first half. Leesville has punted once for 30 yards. Peabody has punted 3 times for a 34-yard average. The Wampus Cats, 11 penalties in the first half, only 57 yards. They've been of the ticky-tacky variety. Peabody penalized 5 times for 65 yards. For Leesville, Andre Middlebrooks has 2 rushes for 13 yards. Cecil Collins is the leading rusher. He has 60 yards on 10 carries, but unfortunately, he went out with 8 minutes to go in the half, and we haven't seen him since. Corey Davis has 6 yards rushing on 6 attempts. And coming in, James Collins has picked up 14 yards on 2 carries. Cedric Clemens, the fullback, has 25 yards on 3 carries. Lawrence Powell has 2 receptions for 13 yards. Middlebrooks has 2 receptions for 24 yards. Leading the way for Peabody, Hayward James, 8 carries, 58 yards, and he has been the mainstay of their offense. That's a look at the halftime statistics, and we'll be back with more and the second half kickoff in just a few moments. You're listening to Leesville High Wampus Cat Football on Vista Communications.
Leesville Florist is a lot more than just flowers. They're beautiful live plants and gifts. Express your feelings with a creative design from your city, parish, and worldwide florist, Leesville Florist. Unique gift ideas abound at the Berrytown Shopping Center location of the oldest florist in the parish. Weddings are a snap with help from their talented staff. Tell someone how you feel with local delivery, or say, I love you around the world with Leesville Florist and FTD.
We are all set to go in the second half of football action here tonight on a beautiful Friday evening. This game coming to you on this Monday evening right here on Vista Communications, courtesy of some fine folks in our area, including Leesville Florist, Mike Elliott CPA, Pines Chrysler, Morris Insurance, and Elvin Fontenot, attorney at law. Hope to have some more sponsors on the air in the next couple weeks as the Cats put together back-to-back victories. They're going to win this one here tonight. They're going to win against Booker T. Washington, and they're going to be 2-2 as they open up the district. Peabody will kick it away to the Cats to start the second half. Back deep to receive, number 20, Mark Wilson, number 33, Anthony Ford, and number 23, Cedric Cole. We do not see Cecil Collins, the outstanding sophomore running back. There he is, big number 32. He's limping a little bit, Coach.
Yep, looks like he...
But he's on the field with his teammates. Good high end-over-end kick taken by Ford at the 11-yard line. That becomes the middle of the field, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-yard line on his feet.
All right.
And all the way up to the 37, 38-yard line goes Anthony Ford.
That's a real nice carry by Ford, right up the middle.
Absolutely, Coach.
Number 81 off the bottom is Dexter Hall, the man that made the stop.
It's been a good defensive effort on both of these teams. We were talking to the coaches from Booker T. Washington, and they say they're going to have trouble stopping, or they're going to have trouble moving the football against Leesville's defense.
Hey, the Leesville defense has looked real well tonight. Real good. Sharp.
So the Cats go on offense, first down from their own. Boy, that ball spotted right at the 38-yard line, leading 10-6. Mark Wilson in at one running back. James Collins in at the other, as Clemens and Collins, the two starters on the sidelines. First carry to James Collins, runs right up the middle. I like the way James Collins runs the football, John.
Lawrence Williams, man on the tackle. Yeah, he's really charging through the line. He's lowering his head and really getting after it.
Carries a load. He also carries the football for close to 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 4. Goza brings the play in from the coaching staff as Landon Dowden checks out at tight end. Cats come to the line. Second and about 4. Out of the eye. Powell in tight on the left. Give to Collins again. James Collins bounces off tackles on his feet to midfield, and just a great individual effort from James Collins as he left a wake of Peabody players behind him.
Yeah, he had Campbell and Tolbert on him, but I tell you, I'm impressed with this young man. His legs keep digging.
Another 7-yard pickup, make it a first down Leesville. The ball spotted just on the Peabody side of the football field. Boy, great halftime performance here tonight. The hometown band and the visitors band getting rave reviews from the crowd here this evening. First and 10, Leesville's football. Wilson and Collins are the running backs. Davis on the option, fakes it to Collins, turns it up inside the 45 down to the 40. Very close to another Leesville first down. It'll be second and short.
Looks like the man that made the tackle there, number 42, is hurt on the play, Gerald Stanley.
He hit the ground pretty hard. Stanley, sophomore linebacker, is down. He's also the punter, so that's double trouble for the Warhorses here tonight.
That was a good play that time on Corey Davis there. He
were
cut it to the outside great. Oh, they were keying on the young Collins.
Oh, yeah, they were watching 31 come up that line.
What is he? What is that young Collins?
Collins, we've got him listed as a senior on the depth chart. That he obviously has matured and is a good, hard running back. A nice compliment when you can get a running back like Cecil Collins, who has got some moves and some speed, and then you get a guy like James Collins, who's a straight-ahead, up and down the field kind of runner.
He's just raw power.
And we're watching Cecil Collins. I don't think we'll see him again, John, in the second half. He's on the sidelines walking around with a noticeable hobble right now. If I were that young man, I'd just get off that leg. His team is moving the football just fine. Powell goes out wide to the left. Middlebrooks in the slot, and Wilson in the tight short slot. Again, they run James Collins. He busts up off the right tackle. Great effort running behind the blocks of Elia Fatuzzi and Mark Mawai.
That's Jett on the tackle along with that freshman again. Elder's really sticking his nose in there. You see how hard he runs? He just sticks his head down and runs as hard as he can. Absolutely.
6-yard pickup, so 3 straight carries and 2 straight first downs for the Wampus Cats. Actually, he's carried 3 out of the last 4 plays, and the Cats have picked up 2 first downs in a row. 10 minutes to go in the third. Leesville leads at 10-6. First down from the Peabody 32. James Collins inside the 30 and is finally drugged backwards.
I guess he's going to make a believer out of him before they quit here.
That was number 25, Kelly Taylor, a junior defensive back that was pumped up by his effort there. As Collins picks up short yardage, about 4 yards, making it second and 6 from the Peabody 27-yard line. Clock runs. Leesville content to watch it run as they have the football, driving slowly towards the Warhorse end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 27. Collins again. Davis on the keeper. He almost got to the corner, but Robert Tolbert has been excellent on run support all night long. Tolbert, the junior free safety, comes up and makes the hit on Davis. Short gain on the play. It'll be short of the first down, third and about 2. Tolbert's played a good game for Peabody tonight. He's been from one end of the field to the other, making tackles, supporting the run, and in there on pass defense as well.
We're talking about the Leesville defense. They haven't done too bad themselves.
Under 9 minutes to go. Leesville third and short And we're going to have a timeout. Peabody a little confused on defense, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout. Be right back.
Life is filled with choices. Many of these we routinely make, while some choices need more thought and understanding. Some we need help making.
Hello, I'm Elvin C. Fontenot Jr. Selecting someone to represent you in court is one of those difficult and tough choices. My experience in criminal cases, divorce cases, and personal injury claims will serve your interest well. In 15 years of legal practice, I've helped people make informed, thoughtful choices, treating them as individuals. When you're faced with hiring an attorney, you do have a choice.
Leesville facing a 3rd down and 2-yard situation. The ball is spotted just inside the Peabody 25-yard line. Cats trying to pick up a 1st down and keep this opening drive of the second half alive. It's already chewed up, about 4 minutes on the clock. 3rd down, big play. Confusion in the backfield. Ball is loose. And I believe the Wampus Cats will retain possession. But divine intervention, the only reason Peabody doesn't have the ball, as Middlebrook on the bottom of the pile. Hey, if there's a pile, look for Andre Middlebrooks at the bottom of it.
Kid gets his nose in there, doesn't he?
It's kind of like Wile E. Coyote, just keeps getting flattened, but he's still hanging around. And Chris Isaac will attempt his 3rd field goal of the night. Let's see where he'll put his marker down at.
That's going to be a good one.
It will be considerable distance. This is, he tried one from 46 yards earlier.
47.
This will be from line of scrimmage is the 30, back 7 yards to the 37. Add 10 yards. It's a 47-yard try by Isaac. Better snap. Kick is up. No, he's not going to get it. He just was a little bit short and to the left. He has been all around the end, the goalposts except through them tonight, John.
He's just a little bit short.
That's a long way now, 47 yards.
It's college-style kicking.
7:52 to play. Peabody's defense holds after Leesville eats up about 4.5 minutes on the clock in the 3rd quarter. And now the Warhorses will go back on offense. And let's see, John, if they open it up a little bit. They've had success mixing the run with the pass. They've had some open receivers. When Fredericks gets time to throw, he's dangerous.
He's got a good arm. He slings it hard.
From the 20, 1st and 10 for Peabody. Backs are split. Fredericks fumbles the football, and he's going to get tagged in the backfield, and he gets the football away. How did he ever get the ball away on the handoff? And I'll never know.
It was a busted play.
And absolutely, they actually turned it into about a 2-yard gain on the play, huh?
Yep. And I don't see
maybe a 2-yard loss on the play.
Ford's the man who come up from his safety position to make the tackle again. So that's an active kid, you know what?
Yes, sir.
Safety, he gets in there.
So we are looking at a Peabody player. You probably can't see him on camera. He's being wheeled off the field on a stretcher. Don't know when or where that happened. 2nd down and 12, and penalty flags go down as Frederick again coming away from the center. Tim Bell having trouble with the snap. Motion is the call, so Peabody has attempted to run 2 plays and lost 7 yards.
I think that's that young 42 that was hurt a while ago.
Could be. Leesville's walking wounded include starting running back Cecil Collins. He is not in the game. We are watching him on the sidelines. He appears to be walking with some affectation. Don't know that we'll see him again, but James Collins has done a real fine job of picking up where Cecil Collins left off. 2nd down 17 for Peabody. Line of scrimmage, the 13-yard line. Penalty flags again on the play, and I wonder if they took too much time that time. So Peabody compounding one mistake with another here, John.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get another penalty. Same penalty again.
These guys, this refereeing crew, they're sticklers for detail. I certainly wouldn't want him to be my top sergeant on bed check, you know.
Yeah.
These guys are, you gotta cross the T's and dot the I's with this bunch.
It looks like they're going to have a long way, about 20 yards now, doesn't it? About 20?
Yep. It was 17, so let's call it 2nd down and 22. They've got to go all. The line of scrimmage is the looks like the 4-yard line, and they got to go all the way to the 30. So it's about a 26-yard play. Quick toss. Back is loose, slips down inside before he gets to the 20. That was Hayward James, number 33.
He just slipped down then. If he had made his cut, he'd have went a long way.
So Leesville gets a break as the hooves come out from under the Warhorse there. It's going to bring about 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 12 yards to go. They spot the ball, line of scrimmage, the 17-yard line now. Clock runs with under 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Leesville ate up a good portion of this quarter. Peabody back to pass. Fredericks. Now he's going to run, and he's going to be tackled by number 53, Alton Harris. Linebacker stayed around the hole.
Great play by Harris.
You know, I wondered about Fredericks earlier, John. He's kind of a tall, rangy kid, and a lot of times when those guys that kind of physical makeup get into the open field, they're hard to tackle.
Right.
Because you never know where their center of gravity is.
Harris made a good tackle on him.
Wilson and Cole back deep to receive the punt off the foot of Gerald Stanley. Line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line. And now Anthony Ford saying, do you want us to block this or peel back on a return? And the coaches say, let's try to get a return.
The return men have a healthy respect for that kicker, doesn't it?
Short kick, bounces, and it's going to die right there. That's a wise decision by number 20, Mark Wilson. When the ball bounced away from him, he backed off the ball and said, I'm not going to try to pick that sucker up. He let Peabody down it, and Leesville's got excellent field position. 1st and 10 to open up their second drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 46.
Well, look who's hobbling on the field.
Are you kidding me? Cecil Collins going to give it a go. Yeah, you know, it's hard. The young man's a competitor. Hard to keep him out of there.
You know, the other Collins kid had some success because they're used to seeing a man who floats and really goes to the outside, and he just crashes right up the middle, sort of throws him off guard.
So Clemens and Collins are the running backs. Cedric Clemens runs hard up to the 49, gain of 3. I wondered where he was, whether the coaching staff just sat him down for maybe missing an assignment, but James Collins, his replacement, did a fine job.
Sure did.
Short gain. Line of scrimmage now the 49-yard line. Make it 2nd down, long 7. 10-6 is the score. Leesville leads it. Chris Isaac plays a mean guitar, but Thomas Isaac is 1 out of 3 field goal attempts tonight, and 1 for 1 point after. Into the belly of Cedric Clemens goes the football, and the fullback carries it across the 50 into Peabody territory at the 47.
Getting up the bottom of the pile there. It looks like the nose guard, number 75, Ralph Jett.
Across the front line, Sewell, Jett, Williams, and Colbert for Peabody. The linebackers are Stanley, Eldridge, and Hall. The cornerbacks Campbell and Matoyer. The safeties Tolbert and Williams. On 3rd and 3, Davis back to pass, looks for Powell, got him at the 40, inside the 40, run out of bounds at the 39. 1st down, Leesville.
Hey, Michael Campbell, the man on the tackle.
You take what the defense gives you, don't you?
That's right. It's exactly what he did. They're doing a good job of passing. It's a safe pass.
It's a controlled passing game. Sure. Yeah, you're not going to try to stretch the field too much, but you're going to work those little curl patterns. You're going to work the out pattern a little bit. Davis has got a good arm. He can get it there. 1st and 10 for Leesville. Out of the I formation. Collins is the deep back. Interesting to see him on his first carry. Here it is. Quick toss. Nice cut up the middle. Cecil Collins runs hard and brought down at the 20. A 19-yard gain, and I saw no ill effects whatsoever.
Yeah, Michael Campbell is man on that tackle, along with a new man in there, Kelly Taylor.
Collins planted on that right foot, cut up to the left, and went up the field untouched for 19 yards and another Leesville 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 21-yard line of Peabody. Just over 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. Leesville leads it 10-6. Now Collins goes in the slot to the left. Cedric Clemens runs off right tackle, runs hard, breaks a tackle inside the 10-yard line. as that's another first down, Wampus Cats.
Michael Campbell, the linebacker, or the cornerbacker, is becoming a mighty busy man on this drive. It's about his 4th tackle.
First down, Leesville. They're going to spot the ball. Let's see. Right on the 10-yard line, John. You cannot pick up a first down from here. You must get it into the end zone or through the goalposts for the score. Same formation. Collins in the tight slot to the left, and we've got movement on the offensive line for Leesville. The right guard, Andrew Maggio, jumps up. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Leesville has had their share of 5-yard infractions in this ball game. 11 penalties in the first half for only 57 yards.
It's been the small variety, but they hurt when they come like that.
Yeah, they do, because they stop momentum.
1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10.
And that is first and goal from the 15.
True.
They got to go all the way. Out of the eye now. Middlebrooks to the right, goes in motion. Now back behind Davis. To the left he goes. Davis, quarterback keeper, picks up the penalty yardage and gets back inside the 10 before he runs into a wall, a green and white, and is thrown back.
The whole middle part of the line on that tackle.
There's that freshman middle linebacker, Billy Eldridge. Boy, I'd hate to see him when he's a senior. I bet he's going to be mean when he's a senior.
That young man plays some good ball, doesn't he? Got another man down.
Yeah, and it's a Peabody Warhorse. So the officials call a timeout on the field to attend to the injured Peabody player. We'll take a timeout back in 30 seconds with more on Vista Communications.
At Pines Chrysler Used Cars, you'll find nothing but the best. Clean, dependable, late-model cars and trucks, some with factory warranties still available. You'll find vehicles checked out from top to bottom by Pines factory-trained personnel. Pines is eager to work with you and make it happen. There's quick and easy financing available. And when you drive off the lot, don't think it ends there. Pines makes a commitment to you, and they stand tall behind the sale with service when you need it. Come in today and make your best deal on a clean, late-model car or truck. At Pines, they don't meet the competition, they make it.
Well, it's a big second down play for the Wampus Cats as they've moved the ball inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal out of the eye. Davis sets him down. Quick toss back to Cecil Collins. Runs right. Cuts off the block and just keeps driving to the end zone. Touchdown Leesville as Cecil Collins on second effort plows his way into the end zone from 8 yards out. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
I'd say his ankle is pretty well at this time.
It sure doesn't look to be bothering him too much.
No, it doesn't.
So with a minute 58 to go in the 3rd quarter, Leesville extends their lead to 16-6, and here comes Thomas Isaac to try and punch it over for an 11-point lead. So Leesville fans holding their breath at the 8-minute mark of the first half when Cecil Collins came out. He did not start in the backfield in the second half. Penalty flags down on the kick attempt. You notice Collins did not start in the offensive backfield, but when he came in, the Cat offense picked up its tempo noticeably, kind of like what the Dallas Cowboys are hoping Sunday against Phoenix with Emmitt Smith back in their lineup.
Putting a lot of hope with Emmitt Smith, aren't they?
Yeah,
well, we had a penalty. The kick was good, but we had a penalty on it. And they may go for 2 because the penalty's against Peabody. And it moves it half the distance, which would make it about a yard and a half from the goal line.
So what's better, an 11 or 12-point lead? 6 of one, half dozen of another, really, doesn't it?
Yep.
Still takes 2 scores to beat you. Next week, the Booker T. Washington Lions come to town. We'll have that game for you. Stand by. Confusion in the backfield, but Collins plows in for 2 points. Davis had a hard time getting the ball away from his belly, or into his belly. Leesville leads at 18-6, and we're back with the kickoff after these words on Vista Communications.
Sports fans are in love with statistics, but many of us are below par when it comes to the numbers that count. Finances, taxes, business expenses, and ledgers. CPA Mike Elliott and his staff offer a wide range of personal and business financial services, from tax planning and preparation to accounting and auditing. Using state-of-the-art computer technology and applying the latest guidelines, Mike Elliott and his staff assist you with personal or business financial needs. Don't be frustrated by numbers that don't add up.
Well, hey, that last play looked like one of those, you take it now, you take it, hopefully I'll take it.
However, it was successful on the conversion.
Yep.
Leesville leads at 18-6. Now, next week, John, the Booker T. Washington Lions come to town, and they played on Thursday night last week, and they waxed Captain Shreve 33-0. Catron's kick. Boy, that was
bounce for Peabody.
Dangerous as the ball bounced out of the intended receiver's hands and skipped out of bounds, because that was a live ball if it would have stayed in play.
Yeah. Well, they got pretty bad field position as a result of that miscue.
Yes, indeed they do. So DeMaurice Fredericks, sophomore quarterback, will bring his team out as the line of scrimmage will be marked at looks like the 15-yard line. So Peabody goes on offense, and they're going to have to open up the game a little bit. Leesville's defensive front has done a good job putting pressure on the young quarterback tonight. They've also done a good job of plugging the gaps off the tackle. And let's see what Peabody comes up with. Junior Chris Williams, split end out wide to the near side of the field. Man in motion is Williams. They give to Hayward James, tailback, who runs hard and continues to stay on his feet as he gets up near the 20. Good piece of running from James.
I'll tell you, James was caught behind the line of scrimmage, but he just kept digging those legs, and Big East was hanging off of him. Adrian East slowing him down until the other Wampus Cats got there to stop it.
The Cats have at times tonight given Peabody a new look on defense without getting too deep into it. Which would thoroughly confuse not only me but you as well.
Confuse me.
But they have given Peabody a little different look, kind of a 4-3 look away from that base 5-2 that they normally run. Second down, 6. Ball spotted just shy of the 20-yard line. Fredericks gives to the deep back James, and he goes down. And there's an excellent defensive play by your man, Joe Rosen.
Yeah, Joe did a great job on that. Caught him in the backfield and just drove him backwards. That's a beautiful tackle.
That's a loss of about 1.5 yards on that play as the Leesville defensive front, all of those youngsters doing a super job tonight. I see Steve Shepard in there at one end. There's big number 77, Adrian East, getting his first action of the year. He has just been medically cleared to play. The Cats are glad to have his size and his agility up front.
That defensive line is really doing it tonight.
Third down, Fredericks, deep drop, fires the out, complete to Williams, who slips a tackle, and the ball is loose.
Out of bounds. Peabody's ball.
Boy, Greg King coming up on the coverage, and he missed the tackle on Williams. As Peabody comes up with the big play, line of scrimmage was the 19. That's about a 15-yard gain, and they've got a 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. "17 seconds left to play in the third. Leesville leads at 18-6. Fredericks brings him up to the line. Got a man in the wing to the right. Backs are split. Williams to the near side of the field. Fredericks drops back, launches it over the middle. Almost picked off.
Great coverage by Ford
and Sims.
And
look at Harris, Elton Harris, and Joey Rosen, the linebackers, dropping deep as they were watching that man out of the backfield that time.
I tell you, that line put a good charge on him. They didn't pressure him that much, but McNutt was right in the quarterback's face just as he threw the ball.
If Williams would have had that, if Williams would have caught that ball, there'd have been a pancake sandwich at about the 45 because the Leesville defenders were closing fast. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Second down, 10 from the Peabody 34-yard line. Fredericks back to pass, looks over the middle, picked off at the 48 of Leesville by Tyrone Sims to the 40 to the 35, and he stumbles and goes down in a frustrated heap. And that display of emotion.
He's going to get a delay of game for that little bit of display there of temper.
That's a tough break. Instead of good field position at the 31-yard line of Peabody, That's going to move it back a few yards. Nothing like the exuberance of youth as Tyrone Sims makes a great play at the Leesville 48. And now he's getting a good talking to from Coach Anding on the sidelines.
It's just one of those youthful things.
You don't make that many interceptions,
Yeah, it's just one of those youthful exuberance type plays.
He tripped on the vapor trail he was leaving behind him. He was bolting down the sidelines.
It was a great interception.
A little bit overthrown by Fredericks as, again, Leesville had good pressure up front, and they were able to set him back on their heels. So that, once we sort this out, it will be the end of the third quarter, and we'll go ahead and take our timeout now. We've played 3 quarters of football, and Leesville leads it 18-6. We're back after these words on Vista Communications.
Life is filled with choices. Many of these we routinely make, while some choices need more thought and understanding. Some we need help making.
Hello, I'm Elvin C. Fontenot Jr. Selecting someone to represent you in court is one of those difficult and tough choices. My experience in criminal cases, divorce cases, and personal injury claims will serve your interest well. In 15 years of legal practice, I've helped people make informed, thoughtful choices, treating them as individuals. When you're faced with hiring an attorney, you do have a choice.
Good evening. Welcome back in to the final quarter of action in tonight's football game between Leesville and Peabody. Both teams come into this game 0-2. One team goes home 0-3. And right now, it doesn't look to be the Wampus Cats as they are holding on to an 18-6 lead. And thanks to the interception at midfield by Tyrone Sims, the Cats have the football 1st and 10 on the Peabody 46-yard line.
And it's going to be 1st and 25.
You're right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Absolutely. Get in the game, Rick. 1st and 25. James Collins and Cecil Collins. The Collins Express are the running backs for the Wampus Cats. Middlebrooks and Powell out wide to the right. Davis on 1st down and long. Quick pitch back to Cecil. Cecil runs behind the block of James to the 40. Cuts it inside. Stays on his feet. Gets loose of more tacklers. And goes down at the 30, where it will be 2nd down and 9.
Hey, that was a great play by Collins, but I tell you what.
16-yard carry by Cecil Collins.
I'm impressed by the other Collins kid. You see him lead the play, and he took out number 5.
He couldn't wait to hit somebody when he turned that corner, and the first guy he saw was also one of the smallest guys in the backfield, Brian Matoyer. Matoyer 5'7", 150, and James Collins took him out.
It was a good block by Collins.
Good run by Collins, good block by Collins. Now, if we had a quarterback named Collins, we'd have all kinds of trouble up here. 2nd down 9 for Leesville at the Peabody 32-yard line. Davis back to pass. Now ducks up and goes up the middle. And I think he ducked out of necessity because he got that bear hug put on him again by Lawrence Williams, number 74.
Williams was right in his face and grabbed onto him as he tried to come up with the ball.
So no gain on the play. Actually, a gain of maybe a half a yard. They move the ball to the 30-yard line now. Clock runs with under 11 minutes to play. This is a big play for Leesville, trying to capitalize on the Sims interception. They'd like to get the ball another 5, 8, 10 yards down the field, see if they can pick up a 1st down. Let's see how they go about it. James Collins, the up back. Cecil Collins, the deep back. Middlebrooks to the right. Middlebrooks to the left. Now in motion to the right. And Davis takes the snap. Here's a little reverse. Middlebrooks with the ball, runs right. Got running room, gets a block from Corey Davis. Now cuts it back to the middle of the field, all the way back to the left. Penalty flags flying. Middlebrooks in for the touchdown. And there is not a penalty flag. I saw, you see that person in the far corner waving the yellow hanky? I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was a flag that the referee had thrown. Instead, on the reverse, Andre Middlebrooks goes 30 yards for the touchdown.
He actually went about 70 yards for a 30-yard touchdown.
And on a play like that, for there not to be a clipping call or a hitting below the waist, that's amazing.
Beautiful.
Andre Middlebrooks, his first rushing touchdown of the year, extends Leesville's lead to 24-6. And Isaac out of the hole to Middlebrooks to attempt the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. And Leesville leads it 25-6 with 10.5 minutes to play. We'll be back with the kickoff after these words on Vista Communications.
Morris Insurance Agency has served the needs of Leesville, Fort Polk, and Vernon Parish since 1941. We've been there through the good and bad times and grown with the economy through those many years. As independent agents, we work for you and offer a complete range of business and personal insurance coverage, including life and major medical to protect you from the unexpected, as well as annuities to help you save along the way. We provide you access to many different companies under one roof and shop our markets to find the best product for your insurance needs. Our staff is dedicated to serving you. We're committed to personal service and convenience to you and delivering the insurance you need in a professional manner. All of our customer service representatives are licensed by the Commissioner of Insurance. Don't settle for less than the best. See Morris Insurance Agency Incorporated for all your insurance needs. Remember, your independent insurance agency serves you best.
Well, the Leesville Wampus Cats get their first touchdown of the night from Andre Middlebrooks. Combine that with 2 more touchdowns from Cecil Collins and a long field goal from Thomas Isaac. And you've got an offense that is capable of striking from anywhere on the field. As Leesville is going to get a reputation by the time the year is over as being a very dangerous offensive football team.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders tonight. Looking good.
Offensive line doing a super job, and we're ready to get the kick off the foot of Chris Catron.
You've called him Kiss twice.
Kiss Catron. What about let's just call him Clark Kent. And Catron is not, by the way, the normal kickoff guy.
He's doing a good job of getting it downfield, just bouncing, and I think that's what they're trying to do is make them handle the ball.
So back deep to receive for the Peabody Warhorses. That's 32, Charles Eli. He's the middleman of the 3 back there. Also number 82, Bobby Williams, and number 22, Andrea Green. And the penalty is being assessed against Peabody. And this means that Catron will kick it off from the Peabody
conduct.
45-yard line. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Where'd that come from? I didn't see it.
Must have been on the extra point.
So Coach Danny Smith trying to fire up his troops. Doesn't want them to coast with 10:23 to go in the game. And now the crowd being urged to get behind the home team. So let's see if Catron puts this one into the end zone. It is a low kick, fielded at the 5 and fumbled forward by Green, who is going to go down in a heap at the 15, 10-yard line.
Yes, sir, and that's King, tackling McNutt, along with number 25 done stuck his head back in there again.
Leesville Special Teams, number 22 also in there for the Wampus Cats, getting a pat from the coaching staff. 25 is Shermaine Jones. 22 is Roan.
Mm-hmm.
So Peabody takes over 1st and 10 from their 12-yard line. DeMorris Fredericks, the young sophomore quarterback's got quite a mountain to climb, and he is not in the game. Watch out now. Watch Peabody go to the run. Number 14, Chris Williams, is in the ball game at quarterback. Williams, the starting wide receiver. They give it to the fullback, and they might as well have given it to a Pillsbury doughboy because he ran into a stone wall.
There was 9 men right there on top of him, led by Harris, of course, and Joey.
And Leesville's defensive line right now, there's Ben Eugene, Virgil Ruffin, Steve Shepard, Cliff King. The nose guard is Bullock, number 69, and they're playing a whale of a game.
They're doing great.
2nd down, 9 for Peabody. Clock now a factor, under 10 minutes to go. Williams, first time we've seen him at quarterback, out of the eye. Give to the deep back, 22, Andrea Green. Green across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Short gain of about 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Harris, the man in on the tackle along with Joey Rosen.
So Leesville looking to fine-tune the sword and take Peabody out here and then get right next week with Booker T. Washington out of Shreveport. Booker T, we got a chance to meet one of their assistant coaches here. And if you're a football fan from the 70s, you remember the skills of quarterback James Harris at Byrd High School in Shreveport. Little inside handoff to...
reverse there.
A little reverse.
25 again.
Shermaine Jones, number 25, a sophomore. Remember, he got burned on the opening drive as Peabody beat him for a touchdown pass. But he has played a super job done a super job on special teams as well as defense. The running back on that play was the flanker, Carl Wetz.
We got a new kicker. That number 42 is the man they took off in the ambulance. He's a regular kicker.
Now Chris Williams, who has been everything from wide out to quarterback, now punter, will kick it away to number 23, number 20, Mark Wilson, or number 23, Cedric Cole. Line of scrimmage is the Peabody 14. Snap is good. Leesville sets up a return.
Good kick.
Wilson at the Peabody 49 drops it, picks it up, and falls on it. And, boy, all he could see was about 10 yards in front of him. And penalty flags go down as some of the Wampus Cats special teams players took exception to a block.
I think it's a jawing. The Peabody boys jawing out.
Chris Monk had pinned one of the Wampus Cats down and was kind of sitting on him pretty good. And Joey Rosen came over and said something to him. And I don't know where the infraction's going to come, but Leesville, the ball should be at the 49-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is against. It's against
Leesville. Well, they were standing out there jawing back and forth.
Yeah.
So.
Whoever the ref saw jawing first gets the penalty.
That's exactly right.
So Leesville will have good field position. They could have had great field position, but that's the second time that an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty has cost them 15 yards after a good exchange of possessions. 7:41 to go. Leesville leads it 25-6, trying to take Peabody out and pick up their first win of the season for head coach Danny Smith. Tell you what, John, Leesville, the Leesville football fans, if this team can stay healthy, I think they're going to have something to cheer about this year. And I'm being real honest with you. We saw they can explode against a weak defense like they did against Ash. We saw them play rock-solid defense for better than 3 quarters against Natchitoches Central last week. Tonight, again, they've played super defense, and the offense has shown some flashes.
It's looking good, looking real good.
Leesville's football from their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Collins in the backfield. James, the up back. Cecil, the deep back. Middlebrooks and Powell out wide to the right. Davis gives to the first man through.
It's Collins,
That's
I think.
James Collins running hard, picking up about 7 yards on the play.
Tell you, the young man, you see how hard he runs. He just, when he's hit, he just plows right on past for another 3 or 4 yards because he was hit right quick.
So second down about 18.
Culbert's sort of hobbling. He's the man that brought him down.
And the Wampus Cats swing out receivers to the near side of the field, out of the eye. Davis sets him down. Quick toss back to Cecil. Gets a block from James. Hurdles the blocker. And then goes down in Peabody territory at the 47-yard line. And I'm going to tell you what, James Collins was on the ground, and Cecil, after he laid the block on the corner, and Cecil Collins just hurdled him.
Robert Tolbert's the man. He took the punishment then. But you see the number 31, the Collins kid, he leads the play. He really does some great blocking.
Yeah, and little number 25 for Peabody, that was Kelly Taylor, kind of turned his shoulder when he saw Collins coming around the corner and said, please don't hit me as hard as you look like you're going to hit me.
Wouldn't you if a Mack truck was fixing to hit you?
Brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Cats from the Peabody 48. Davis, deep drop, and he gives to Collins. And Cecil had 2 happy feet that time as his footing went out from under him.
Yep,
and he goes down.
Closest man to him was John Sewell, but he didn't have nothing to do with bringing him down.
So Leesville's offense set into a hole by that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the punt. The offense can't dig themselves out of that hole. It's 4th down and about 8, and Thomas Isaac will come in. This is what, maybe his 2nd punt of the night.
I think he's punted once before.
Line of scrimmage, the Peabody 48. Tolbert and James back deep to receive the kick off the foot of Isaac. Again, low snap. Isaac fields the ball, gets away, a decent kick. Taken by the up man and fumbled. William McNutt had a shot at it, and I believe Leesville's got the football as Robert Tolbert took his eye off of it. And coming up off the bottom of the pile, I really couldn't tell. Maybe Cliff King. William McNutt had a shot at it, and McNutt actually caused Tolbert to not recover the ball. Tolbert made a dive at it, but McNutt kind of held him up, and the Cats pounce on it. So they make a mistake on the kicking game, and it costs them some yardage. Now they get a break in the kicking game, and they've got 1st and 10 at the Peabody 30-yard line.
Got a good break. Now they need to capitalize on it.
And one more score should pretty much salt this doggy away. 5 minutes to go in the game. Leesville splits the backs. Give to Cedric Clemens, the sophomore fullback, and Clemens.
Well, we're having a little extracurricular activity.
Oh, no. Yeah. Can't do that. Justin Lansdale has been thrown out of this football game. He just shoved a man as the man turned and walked away from him. And I believe the referee has ejected Lansdale. He told him to go to the sidelines.
Well, it's, they were pushing and shoving each other, and it's always the last man they see. The man they see is the one that gets ejected. So Lansdale sort of irate over what happened, but you can't be doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what, they call that a quick hook in baseball when the umpire turns and flings you out of the ball game. And that was about the quickest hook I've ever seen in a game of football for a really nothing. I mean, he did push him. I can't deny that, but it was no more than a little shove.
Well, it was out in the open and flagrant. The ref had to do something.
The man had his back turned and was walking away. So Lansdale gets the boot and gets the distinction. Maybe they'll name some award for him this week in camp.
Nobody feels worse about it than he does.
He's fired up. He and the defensive man were going toe to toe on that last run play. And now Coach Jimmy Chamberlain giving him a hard time on the sidelines, walking him up and down.
Chalk that up to youthful inexperience.
Exuberance.
Yep.
So again, a penalty moves the Cats back after a nice gain. Line of scrimmage now just on the Peabody side of the 40-yard line. And can we see who's come in on offense? Number 70, that's Andrew Maggio.
Maggio's been playing. I don't see the new man.
73, Fatusi.
Fatusi's the new man.
No, Fatusi's played all night in place of Hunt. Let's check the left guard. No, the left tackle. The left tackle.
It's Fatusi.
Yeah, they've just flipped the tackles. Then Fatusi's now on the left. So 2nd down and about 20 for Leesville. 4.5 minutes to go. Cats enjoy a lead. Shovel pass to Cecil Collins. And Cantrell Colbert had a shot at him in the backfield, but all he had was Collins' jersey. And you can't
arm tackle that young man.
No, you can't do it. Collins picks up about 9 yards on the shovel pass, and that's the first time, actually the 3rd time we've seen that tonight.
Yep.
So that's something the Cats have started working on to take advantage of Collins' quick burst. And that's just another weapon in the arsenal.
Yeah, they tell you the defense is clicking out. I mean, the offense is clicking tonight.
So here we go, 3rd down, and it'd be nice to convert this. Got to get to the 21. Line of scrimmage is the 32. Lawrence Powell, the X-back, out to the near side of the field, and Elijah Fatusi, anticipating the snap count, jumps off. And again, that's the way. When you've been playing on one side of the line all night, and you're used to hearing the quarterback out of one side of your ear, and you go to the other, maybe you don't hear him so well.
Yeah. And he gave it away. It was going to be a pass play the way he stood up that line block, that pass block.
Is it? In other words, he's not much of a poker player.
No,
huh?
he's not.
Third down and long for Leesville as they're wasting some time on the clock here. Middlebrooks comes in motion to the near side of the field. Little hitch pass to Middlebrooks. He cuts inside a blocker. Andre Middlebrooks on his feet to the 21-yard line. Now still fighting. And, hey, if you got to mark it inside the 20, he's got him a first down.
He fought for it. It's going to be close. It is a first down.
He fought for every inch of that.
Well,
that's a great play.
He drug a lot of number 11 who was in there again, the freshman Eldridge.
Peabody just playing grab jersey now.
Boy, he fought for that, didn't he?
That's a 13-yard pickup on that little hitch pass to Andre Middlebrooks. Clock now runs under 3 minutes. Leesville's inside the 20, leading 25-6 as the Cats look like they're going to pick up their first victory of the season.
You got to love the way they don't quit when they're hit.
Yes, sir. They've been coached well in the backfield. Collins is the deep back. Clemens the up back. Collins runs right. Still on his feet and knocked down from behind as he gets inside the 20.
He was pushed by Matoyer.
Matoyer said he ran right by me, but I'm quick enough to turn around and shove at him.
Matoyer said, "Are you crazy? I'm not getting in his way. I'll push him from behind."
So Leesville looking to add on one more touchdown. They've got 2.5 minutes to do it, and they've got another first down, first and goal from the 8-yard line. So Leesville's going to go to 1-2 on the year. Peabody will drop to 0-3, and Leesville will play their 4th consecutive game at home next week against the Lions of Booker T. Washington and Shreveport. From the 8, toss back to Collins, runs off the left side, gets to about the 6-yard line before he's brought down.
Number 25 on the tackle there. That's a new man, Kelly Taylor, along with number 74, Larry Williams.
Coach Danny Smith sends the play in with big number 88, Antonell Goza. And he tells Landon Dowden, the other tight end, hey, y'all both stay in the game. So the Cats will bring the X-back, Lawrence Powell, out of the game and go to a 2 tight end formation on 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Everybody in tight. Collins dots the I. 1:20. Davis throws, touchdown, Andre Middlebrook, 8-yard pass. So that time, a great play call, John. They had everybody sold on the run. They had both tight ends in, and actually Middlebrook was lined in tight on the right side, and Corey Davis finds him for his first touchdown pass of the night. So Davis to Middlebrooks for 8 yards extends the Leesville lead to 31-6, and now Thomas Isaac will attempt the extra point with 1:17 to go in tonight's football game. So we hope that you stayed with us all the way through this rebroadcast on Monday night so you can see that final touchdown. Isaac's extra point is up, and it is good, and Leesville leads at 32-6. We're back.
We got another penalty on the play, though.
We're back with the Wampus Cats kickoff, and we'll sort out that penalty following these words on Vista Communications.
Sports fans are in love with statistics, but many of us are below par when it comes to the numbers that count. Finances, taxes, business expenses, and ledgers. CPA Mike Elliott and his staff offer a wide range of personal and business financial services, from tax planning and preparation to accounting and auditing. Using state-of-the-art computer technology and applying the latest guidelines, Mike Elliott and his staff assist you with personal or business financial needs. Don't be frustrated by numbers that don't add up.
1:17 to go, and Catron kicks off to Peabody, taken by Andrea Green as he runs up the field to the 43-yard line, and the Warhorses have one last chance to get on the scoreboard as they find themselves on the end of a 32-6 score.
A lot of new players in there. You know, number 22 was in on that tackle again. That's Roan. And 85 is Robert Robinson, was also in on the play.
Leesville will go to 1-2. A great effort defensively tonight So Leesville's given up 14 points. They give up 44 points, then 23 points. Tonight, 6. Is it too much to ask for a shutout next week?
Hopefully they will. Want to invite everybody to come out and see this live.
Yeah, absolutely. It is more fun under the lights here between the hedges. Williams back to pass on first down off the hands of his intended receiver, number 87. That's Reginald Jackson.
Number 58's the man who deflected the pass there. That's a new man for the Wampus Cats.
So
Malerski.
We do have some new defenders in. Malerski in at linebacker. Also number 55 in the game for Leesville.
See, number 55 in there is Ramon Richardson.
So we got two new linebackers in as Williams back to pass. Good rush. He's forced out of the pocket. Now he's going to take off and cannot get out of the open field tackle by junior cornerback Greg King, who stood his ground and brought him down. So Booker T, I'm just 1 week ahead, folks. Peabody calls a timeout with under a minute to play. We'll take a timeout and be right back in 30 seconds with more on Vista Communications.
Life is filled with choices. Many of these we routinely make, while some choices need more thought and understanding. Some we need help making.
Hello, I'm Elvin C. Fontenot Jr. Selecting someone to represent you in court is one of those difficult and tough choices. My experience in criminal cases, divorce cases, and personal injury claims will serve your interest well. In 15 years of legal practice, I've helped people make informed, thoughtful choices, treating them as individuals. When you're faced with hiring an attorney, you do have a choice.
Under a minute to play here at Wampus Cats Stadium. Leesville leads Peabody 32-6, and we are just about ready to grind this one away. 3rd down and 5 for the War Horses. Chris Williams in at quarterback. This is his second series at quarterback. Deep drop. He goes down. Baby, does he go down. Adrian East just crushed him. East and Virgil Ruffin getting excellent pressure, and big number 77 just hammered that youngster.
75 was a man who made him take it down, Ruffin. He was going to throw it, and Ruffin got it way up above his head, so he had to take it down, and that's when the East hit him.
Ruffin, just a junior. So it's 4th down and about 13, 14 yards to go for Peabody, as that should do it. They're going to let the clock run. And John, looks like we got our first victory of the season, and for the Leesville Wampus Cats, it couldn't come at a better time. A tough opening loss, a close, hard-fought ball game last week, and this week Leesville's defense, after giving up a touchdown on the opening series of plays here tonight, they turn around and shut Peabody down all over the football field.
Some great defense by the Cats, and I'll tell you what, except for a few plays, they could be undefeated this year. For very few breaks.
Leesville pulls down the win 32-6. And that's it for tonight from Leesville High's Wampus Cat Stadium. Our thanks again to our sponsors tonight: Mike Elliott, CPA, Pines Chrysler, Leesville Florist, Elvin Fontenot, attorney, and Morris Insurance. For John Coburn, I'm Rick Barnacle on Vista Communications, saying good night to all good sports.
It's time once again for Leesville High School Wampus Cats football on Vista Communications. Here with all the play.
I just had to smile. It smelled like old leather, as smooth as a child. I took a deep breath, then put it away.
The site is approximately 44 miles from Fort Polk, where there is excellent...
It's time once again for Leesville High School Wampus Cats football on Vista Communications. play-by-play action is Rick Barnacle and John Coburn.
Good evening and welcome to Vista Communications coverage of 1993 Leesville High School Wampus Cat football, brought to you tonight by Mike Elliott, CPA, Morris Insurance, Leesville Florist, Elvin Fontenot, Attorney, Pines Chrysler, Creative Nails, Ford Stewart Menswear, B&D Hardware, and Fertitta Insurance. From Wampus Cat Stadium in Leesville, Louisiana, I'm Rick Barnacle. Joining me tonight on Vista Communications is John Coburn for a bi-district playoff game. Good evening, John.
Hey, good evening, Rick. And you couldn't ask for a better football night than tonight, and an enthusiastic crowd on hand.
A cloudy day all day long in the Leesville, West Central Louisiana area that finally forestalled any potential for rain that there was tonight. We have a semi-cloudy sky, partly cloudy sky, and the temperature dropping rapidly, and I'm out here without a jacket tonight.
I have an extra one in case you need it.
We might hit that. We're here tonight for the Leesville-Abbeville bi-district playoff game, matching the Wildcats against the Wampus Cats. We're back to talk about that matchup on the pregame show after these words from our sponsors on Vista Communications.
B&D Hardware Plus, 800 South 3rd Street, Leesville, has everything you'd expect in a hardware store, plus a whole lot more. Garden tools, hand and power tools, welding supplies, PVC and galvanized pipe and fittings, plus what you'll need for those fix-up jobs before winter hits. Nails, metric and standard fasteners by the pound or by the piece. Complete garden, lawn care, fencing, insecticides and pet care are at 800 South 3rd Street. Now for the plus. Tack, indoor fountains, dishes, gourmet coffee, and regional food products is just the beginning. Till the end of the month, B&D Hardware Plus is offering 50% off on all Easy Care, accent colors, and Weatherall house paint. That's B&D Hardware Plus, 800 South 3rd Street, Leesville.
Ford Stewart Menswear welcomes the Christmas shopping season. You'll welcome the selection and the prices at Leesville's oldest menswear shop. Ford Stewart carries a large selection of big and tall sizes, including name brand men's shirts in sizes through 4X. Ford Stewart can outfit the working man with tough dicky work clothes, and they carry lacrosse and Red Wing hunting boots. For quality men's fashions, including big and tall sizes and hometown service, visit Ford Stewart Menswear, downtown Leesville.
Abbeville has 3 running backs, Chris Ducey, Brandon Ducey, and Luther Harrison. Those guys have got about an equal amount of carries and an equal amount of yards on the year, so we expect a fast-moving playoff game here tonight.
They look equal out there. They're both fast, they're both big, and they love to hit, so it should be a great matchup.
The Abbeville team finished in the 3-way tie.